Hey y'all, today my buddy Brian and I went fossil hunting on this beautiful river that you see right here, and I found one of the most insane fossils I've found in a long time. Truly a bucket list dream find. Here's how we did it. So the reason that we've been looking in the water here today is due to the fact that this river is incised very deeply into this ancient Eocene aged limestone. This is over 35 million years old, exposing the ancient ocean floor from that time, and you can see the evidence of that right here. Look at all the shell fossil fragments. There's a lot of echinoids such as sea urchins, sand dollars, things like that as well. But today's going to be mostly spending time in the water because we're getting very rare, low, clear water conditions, which is very unusual for this location. So we're excited about that. But you can just see that these Eocene oceans were teeming with life. Look, there's an echinoid right there. So that's a fossil sea urchin. It's a, oh look, a little centipede. Hello, friend. So this one actually might not be that bad on this side. It's covered up, but the detail of the urchin is going to be under there. The side's a little bit beat up. But I'm going to set it down for now, and maybe my little friend will crawl off there before I wash it off. And this right here, look at the clarity of the water. That is absolutely unheard of in this location. But right now, it's low and clear. Now, that is the result of a not so good drought that we are in, which has been resulting in quite a bit of wildfires. So we definitely need some rain soon. It's good for fossil hunting to not have too much rain, but it's not good for a lot of other things. Look at this beautiful echinoid poking out of the sand right there. If we can get it, oh, give it a little wash. Oh yeah, look at that, that's beautiful. Very nice pattern on there. That is awesome. All right, enough walking around on the riverbank. Let's get in the water. Look at that big chunk of mammoth tooth that Brian found.
You're right.
You summoned it.
Hardtack there.
Dude, that's awesome. Look at that thing. Big old chunk of it. Heck yeah. That's a great find. Look at that beautiful mako that Brian found. That's sweet, dude.
It's a good gravel hole. Good color, too.
Yeah, really nice. I call that a win. Here you are.
Sir.
That's a pretty cool fossil right there. Pretty sure that's bird. Has the look of it. Seems pretty mineralized too. So that's a pretty cool bone. Big old bird bone. Whoa, what in the world is that? Is that mineralized? Oh, it feels pretty solid. Deer. It's a little bit dug out there. It might not be super old. It feels heavy. Could be waterlogged. Looks like deer. That's crazy. Big chunk of bone and a partial horse tooth. Unfortunately, incomplete, split right down the middle, but beautifully mineralized. So pretty cool. Right there is a pretty cool find. That's the cuss split off of a mastodon tooth. That would have been a pretty nice one right there. Of course, that's just one small chunk. Looks like it would have been pretty large, but still really cool to find a piece of a mastodon elephant in the river. Very cool. Nice horse tooth right there. Unerupted horse tooth, looks like so from a juvenile individual. Pretty cool. Nice horse tooth right there, little horse molar. Beautiful chewing surface. Looks like it has a nice kind of tannish color, maybe, mixed with black. So that's a nice one right there. Always happy to find the Ice Age horse tooth. That hasn't happened a whole lot in this spot where we find two teeth close together. Looks like an upper and a lower mako on those. A lot of mako shark teeth from the Eocene here. I won't complain, they're fun teeth to find. Always love seeing them down there in the gravel. There's a tape bear tooth right there. That's nice to see. We've been finding a lot of horse teeth and not a whole lot of other mammal fossils, mammoth fragments too. But nice to see tape bear. That, y'all, that is a Archaeocete whale tooth, at least a partial, and it's pretty dang big. Look at that. These are from the Eocene, so the same age as the Oriculatus. I have never, ever found a piece of one of these whale teeth. That is seriously insane. This is no joke, one of the craziest fossils I have ever found, y'all. Half of an Archaeocete whale tooth from the Eocene. Look at that thing. The detail is incredible. You can see feeding wear right there on the tooth, showcasing the use of this beast of a whale that was alive during the Eocene. This is the first and only piece of one of these whale teeth I have ever found. It's really kind of hard to fathom just how amazing that is. This was a massive whale, and I'm holding a piece of it in my hand right now, and it is a wonderful feeling. Y'all stay tuned. There are more crazy finds to come. I've been taking a little break, enjoying a walk along the river. Brian is a speck over there in the distance, still fossil hunting. And I walked pretty far upstream, and if you look in the water right here, look at that. There's a lot more rocky area. It was really sandy in between where we were hunting and here, but this is very promising looking stuff. Now, I'm not sure if we will have time to hunt this today, but this is very good for future reference right here. Look at all that. That's quite a bit of gravel, actually. I might see the limestone too, so it might be a thin layer though. Yeah, see that green there? That's a little bit of that limestone popping out. So the limestone's not far under the surface, but there could be areas where these rocks are piled up a lot higher. Yeah, still see the limestone poking out, so I don't think it's gonna be really thick layers of gravel. Except maybe right here it looks a little bit different. That's solid rock though. I don't know if that's loose gravel or not. Right here in between there, that looks interesting. Maybe even extending out there. So that's good stuff. And I see some ripples in the water up there, so possibly more shallow areas. Oh goodness, that water feels good. Look at this beautiful view right here. Got that cypress tree. Can you see the reflections there? Let's see if we can zoom in. Look at the water reflecting right on there. Oh, that's beautiful. Right there, that's the shot. I do have my cameras with me. I should take a few pictures while I'm here. And then look down there, you can see a cypress tree. That one. Look how pretty. And look at them over there on the other bank, tall. Oh, I just saw a big fish jump. Probably a sturgeon. Should be sturgeon jumping right now. Okay, so now I know this is an area worth giving some love to, either today or on another day. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow, I don't know. I made it close to this beauty that I was admiring from in the middle of the river. Look at her. Big, tall cypress tree. Get a little bit of that water reflection on there as well. Look at that. She is a robust one. Strong and sturdy. Roots digging into the limestone. We've got a sea urchin right here. Let's see. Oh no! Well, that one's seen its much better days. Good detail on that back side, but that other side not so much. So we'll leave that right there. I've seen a couple bits of junk here, so we're gonna clean up a little bit. While we're at it, y'all, here's oh yes, lovely. Glad to see that glove. I'm just gonna make a little pile by the kayak for now and haul some of that junk out with us. I swear I saw some other things. Oh yeah, there's a cup right here. Not what you want to see out in the wild. So we're gonna remove that as well. Every little bit counts. Well, while I was still walking around, Brian did find a beautiful horse tooth right here. Check that out.
Look at the surface.
Oh, beautiful chewing surface. Let me see that thing. Oh, that's nice. Let's get that in the light. There we go. That's beautiful horse tooth. Nice and glossy from the river too. That is an awesome find. Sweet. Nice little horse tooth right there. Got some matrix caked on it. Woo! Nice little mako shark tooth right there. That's Eocene in age, so that's over 30 million years old. Decent size there too. Not a bad find. That's awesome. Check out that little mako shark tooth right there. Much better color than that other darker colored one. That's awesome. We will absolutely take that. Brian got a massive chunk of bone right there. Super mineralized. Look at that. Big old chunk of bone. Oh, what else you got there? Oh, whoa, that's a chunk of a mammoth tooth. Ah! Away from the screen. Yeah, that's a fragment of mammoth, dude. Look at that. That's cool. You can see the enamel lines there. All right. We are on track. Yeah, you can see that, right? Yep, the flake of it, that's probably the chewing surface there. So it would have been a fairly short one. That's cool. Throw it in your wetsuit.
In my bra.
Y'all see that? It has a chunk of bone I tried to pull out of the gravel, and it completely obliterated when I picked it up. That was not good. It looked like a big old foot bone for a mammoth or mastodon, but it literally just completely crumbled. I don't know. Oh well. Check that out right there, y'all. Nice mako shark tooth. That is beautiful. Just gorgeous. Alright, and I see another fossil down there. Look at that. That's a big old camel tooth. That's an awesome fossil right there. Two great fossils. Another little shark tooth. Looks like another Eocene mako. Not bad. There's a broken auriculatus, ancestor to the megalodon. Look at that. Just the tip, unfortunately. But that's what we want to see. Look at that, y'all. That's pretty cool. That is a shark tooth still stuck in all that river gravel, stuck in the matrix. I think I'll leave it just like that, actually. That is a cool display just as it is. Big old horse tooth that was really packed down in there. Look at all the rocks attached to it still. I think they'll come off fairly easily, but that is crazy. We are doing great on horse teeth today, that's for sure. No way, dude. That's an auriculatus, the ancestor to the megalodon. Yo, no way. Both cusps and some feeding damage on the tip. Oh my god. It's crazy. No way.
You did summon it.
I summoned the beauty. Yo, look at that thing. That's a beautiful tooth. Oh, impressive. I bet that stain will clean right off on there too. Got to get that magic eraser. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that beauty.
Good.
Oh boy. Oh man. We're in the zone. Wow. It does not get much better than that, my friends. Look at that beautiful tooth. Oh, that is awesome. Feeding damage there, but it's got both cusps. Beautiful serrations. That thing is just killer. I did not expect that. So that made me very happy. Look at even those little bugs trying to get a look at it. Oh, that's amazing. You can see the burlette there is actually worn away, unfortunately, but it's otherwise in pretty great condition. That is awesome. Ancestor to the megalodon. Look at how well that tooth cleaned up, y'all. Look at that. Oh, it's shiny. It seriously cleaned up so much better than I expected. Let's get even closer. Those cusps are huge. Serrations, beautiful. Yep, just a little feeding damage there. The burlette is sadly gone there. And the root had a little trouble here, so started to kind of flake off. I put some of this matte finish Mod Podge, just like a water and glue mixture, similar to a lot of other ways to treat fossils, water and glue. So put that over the surface there just to help it along, make sure it doesn't keep flaking. I even touched up a couple spots on here. And it's hard to tell you really put anything on there with that matte finish Mod Podge, so works pretty well. But man, look at that. What a beauty. Oh my goodness. It's not broken. It looked like it was going to be broken. It's definitely a bit worn, but look at that. Oh my goodness, y'all.
Did you fan there?
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that tooth. Ancestor to the megalodon. Wow. I thought that this tooth was all ate up, but look at that. After a good cleaning, it's like nice shiny enamel and everything. The burlette's gone on this one as well, and the serrations are definitely quite worn, but I thought it was like all, poorly preserved, kind of soft, but it's actually a nice solid fossil. So very pleased with that. Look at that black enamel. It's nice. So nice. Okay, let me grab the other one. Let's look at them together. I had it here because I was just getting a clip of it. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah. Look at them together. Those are so beautiful. My goodness, y'all. Pretty cool to be holding that in your hand. It's hard to express in words just how monumental of a feeling it is to discover something like this incredible shark tooth I'm holding in my hand right here. That's many, many millions of years old. Of course, I'm so happy to find this. I'm happy to put it on my shelf, and I'm thrilled to show friends and guests who come over to my place these beautiful treasures that I've worked so hard for. But it's also so much more than that. It's the memories that you make while you're out there on the river, while you're in the wilderness, wherever you are searching for these treasures. It's who you're with, and most importantly, it's the story that these things tell. In the case of the shark tooth, we're finding the remains of the oceans that were once covering the state of Florida, and you're standing in the very place where those oceans existed. You're the first human being to ever touch this fossil right here. When you find it, you're the first one to ever lay eyes on it and to hold it in your hand. And there's not many other ways to put that other than some sort of spiritual experience, at least the way that it feels within me. It's such an incredible and deep connection to the land, and that's what it's all about, my friends. Anyway, I'll quit blabbing. Thanks for listening to me, y'all. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. I appreciate it so much. More cool adventures are on the way, so stay tuned. I hope you're doing well out there. See you soon.